Erica, welcome back to Maniacal Reader. I know this video is late, but I wanted to show you my February T.B.R. The first book I want to read is Slated by Terry. This is the first book in a YA dystopian trilogy. It follows this girl named Kyla, who has her memory and personality wiped blank. She has been slated. And in this world, this is how the government handles criminals and terrorist teens. However, when Kyla is around other slateds for the first time, she realizes she's not like them because she's been having strange dreams that feel like memories of her former life. The purpose of being slated is for teens to get placed with a new family and get a second chance at life if they don't remember who they were before. I've been wanting to read this trilogy for a while, and I'm glad this month I finally decided to do that. The premise of this book sounds interesting, and I've actually already read this book, but you'll hear more of my thoughts in my wrap-up. The next book I want to read is Fractured. This is the sequel to Slated. I've actually already read this book as well. Shattered is the third and final book in this trilogy. I've read this book as well, so again you'll hear my thoughts in my wrap-up coming soon. Next up, I have The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa. This is the first book in a YA dystopian trilogy, and although this book has vampires in it, it's definitely more dystopian. This book follows a girl named Allison, who's always been on the fringe of society. In this world, vampires have completely taken over and are the ruling class in this society. They kill humans for food. Because vampires are the ruling class, humans are left to scavenge in the society for food and everything else they need, basically just trying to survive and keeping away from vampires. Like I said before, the main character Allison has always lived on the fringe of society, so when she and her group of friends unexpectedly find food outside the city walls, Allison thinks that this is going to be great. But something happens to Allison and her group of friends while she's there, and Allison ends up becoming the thing that she hates the most. She ends up being turned into a vampire, and the story takes off from there. I've actually already read this book as well, so you'll hear more of my thoughts in my wrap-up, but I really liked this book. This book completely held my attention and I was gripped from beginning to end. Naturally, the next book I want to read is The Eternity Cure. This is the sequel to The Immortal Rules. I'm actually currently reading this book, and I'm enjoying it so far. I'm actually about 170 pages in. The next book I want to read is obviously The Forever Song, the third book in this trilogy. After reading this trilogy, I want to read a duology on my Kindle. That's a new adult romance duology. The first book is Dangerous Hearts by K.K. Allen. This book follows a girl named Lyric Cassidy. Lyric Cassidy knows all about bad boy rock stars, since her heart's recently been broken by one. She takes a job as a road manager for this famous band, and she's determined to keep her head held high, to not let anything get in her way. She meets the lead singer of this band, named Wolf, and she's determined to hold her own, to protect her heart, but she finds herself growing feelings for Wolf. Wolf is the lead singer of this band, and he has guaranteed lined up one-night stands. He finds himself attracted to Lyric, and from there a relationship develops. This book sounds like a really good rock star romance. It sounds like it has a really interesting premise, and I think I'm going to like it. Next, I also want to read Destined Hearts. This is the sequel to the first book. I've heard that the first book ends on a cliffhanger, so I am planning to read these two books back to back. Hopefully I like them. Those are all of the books that I want to read in February. Comment down below and tell me what you're reading this month. I'd like to know. If you want to see more videos from me, I'll put links to a couple of videos on the screen for you guys to check those out. And if you haven't already done so, you can subscribe as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.